So today I was having a conversation with my wife and we were talking about the kids. And one of the things we were talking about, hold on, let me move my seat back. One of the things we were talking about was when they get older, their future. What do they plan on doing, as far as college or living in an apartment, buying a house and chasing their dreams and things of that nature. And I had a conversation with my wife regarding their aspirations. And she told me that they really don't have aspirations, they just want to finish school, which is completely understandable. Not everybody has a dream to be something in life. Some are just content with a basic 9 to 5, and that's all right. That's perfectly fine. We're not here to bash people. I said, hold on. Usually a child would tell you what their dream is when they're kids. To be an astronaut, to be a police officer, firefighter, a basketball player, something. They always aspire to be something in life. And I feel like that's where we went wrong, millennials. We didn't properly prepare our children, Gen Z/Gen Alpha, for adulthood. And before I get into the meat and potatoes of this video, of this conversation, this video is in no way bashing anyone. I'm just explaining my perspective from what I have seen. But anyway, not all millennials have failed as parents, because a lot of us are doing a great job, and you guys deserve a round of applause. Major shout out to you who attend the parent-teacher conference, that actually stay on their kids about their grades, that actually educate them on the word of God, that actually teaches them about how to pray and how, to go about their dreams and goals, budgeting and paying bills and stuff like that. Major shout out to you. You deserve all respect. Major salute to you. But there are some of us millennials who have placed our children in front of a tablet, a cell phone, or a video game console. And that's who this video is meant for. There are excellent millennial parents who are actually teaching their children the values of life. They're teaching them the word of God. They're teaching them, about mental health and how to take care of themselves and what adulthood is going to be like for them. But to the other 8% or less, we as parents have to continue to step up in our children's lives, teach them, educate them, motivate them, cultivate their minds, and inspire them. See, the first thing or the first person that your child looks up to is you. And if they're seeing that you're not caring, you're not getting involved in their, spare time, if you're not actually trying to, teach them about their future, the economy, about the word of God, about dreams, goals, and aspirations. Ask them what do they want to do with their lives. If you're not trying to get involved, they can sense that. They can tell that. And they'll start looking at technology, AI technology, or whatever it is that they watch as a model to look up to. And that's why they're learning a lot of these brain rot words. You have to understand, although a lot of our parents, millennials, yes, a lot of our parents worked 2-3 jobs and left us to fend for ourselves at home. Especially if you were like 16, 17, your parents worked 2-3 jobs in the city and you had to care for you and your siblings by yourself. I'm sorry you had to experience that growing up, but it doesn't mean you have to do the same to your children. And I'm going to give you guys a few examples of how you can become more involved in your children's lives to cultivate their minds and to help them plan for their future. Step 1, I would recommend using a notepad or a notepad app. Write down some ideas. Have a conversation with your children. Cut off all technology and have a 15 to 20 minute conversation with your child every day. And ask them what is it that they want to do with their lives. What do they aspire to do? And start to write down some ideas and ways they can go about it. Step 2, actually go for a walk. If it's nice outside, go for a walk and talk with your children. Bond with them. Like, the pandemic has kept us so bound to our homes. Delivery, fast food, TV shows, you name it. Everything was accessed by a phone, smartphone, laptop, or a tablet. When we were in the middle of a pandemic, we were bound to our homes. We couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't socialize. We couldn't hang out with our friends or anything like that. But now that it's over, it's okay to go outside with your children on a night or a day where it's beautiful. Sit outside, have a conversation with your kids and really get to know who they are as a person. A lot of this brain rot stems from the fact that most parents either didn't care or didn't try hard enough to be involved with their children's lives. In step 3, limit your children's time with technology. You ever heard the terminology an hour of play a day can be very healthy? And that's because it's true. Try to cut down the amount of time that your children spend on technology every day. Whether it be websites, whether it be video games, whether it be YouTube, whether it be any social media platform. Allow them to go outside to socialize with their friends. Like I said earlier in the video, when we were in the middle of a pandemic, we were in a lockdown and we had to stay indoors. That is not the case today. So I do believe that our children should go outside to interact with other children and create that sense of social interaction that they're going to need in their future. Now, when I first created this video, I knew that it was going to be a bit of a hot take. That's why I slapped that a warning at the beginning. I appreciate all positive and negative feedback. This is not to put down all parents who are millennials, but to those who have just dropped their children in front of technology and said, have at it. I do believe that we need to do a better job, some of us, because for there to be a terminology called brain rot in our children's lives, it goes to show that we need to do better. We need to improve. That's why I gave these tips and these steps to help get more involved in your children's future. Get them excited for their future. Get them to look forward to their future. Now, back in the 90s and the early 2000s, we had all kind of after-school programs that we could have signed up for to help us plan for our future. But children today, they don't have a lot of that. So it falls on us as parents to get our children excited about their future. And I know, the economy is terrible. There might not be any hope for them to buy a house. There might not be hope for them to buy a car. There might not be hope for this, hope for that. We need to stop thinking with that hopeless mindset and start to be the change we wish to see in the world by getting more involved with our children, because guess what? Our children are the future. So get them excited for their future. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for rocking with me. I love you guys. Like I said, I didn't make this video to put anybody down. It's just to help inspire our children, inspire the youth, inspire the next generation to achieve their dreams and goals. I love y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in. God bless. Peace.